What you got in here is Faversham's Magna Carta, Customer Book, Henry IV Charter, Moot Horn, and the Great Charter of Henry VIII, and a receipt for where we agreed to pay back some money when they loaned it to the town. That was in 1295. The Faversham Charters and Magna Carta exhibition has been in the formation since 2015, when we did the 800th anniversary of Magna Carta signing in 1215. Faversham's version is a reissue by Edward I in 1300. It's one of only 8 left in the country. Alongside it is the Customer Book, which tells us how the town was run in the 1400s. Things like the Mayor's Oath and that are in there. And it's still in its original bindings, which is rare for a book of its type. We also have the Henry IV Charter on display. That's got a fantastic amount of illumination. If you ever come and look at it, change the angle, you look at the H and the gold in it. You'll find there's some very intense decoration, but you have to look hard to see it. We also have the Moot Horn, which is still blown by new councillors when they're elected. That dates from around 1400. We also have the 1295 receipt that the town gave for the loan. That has the earliest example of the town seal on it, a medieval ship. It's slightly damaged, so you can only see the S and the F and A for Faversham on it. And finally we have the Great Charter of Henry VIII. If you visit on a Tuesday, Friday or Saturday, that charter is why our markets are on those days. It's still used occasionally when there's a legal challenge to our having a market.
But how did it come about, this room for the...
The building was purchased by the town council a few years ago with the intent of being able to display Magna Carta. It also forms the town council offices. The visitor information centre is now based here, and there's also a smaller exhibition space for temporary exhibitions. For example, the Queen's Jubilee, there'll be an exhibition about Faversham and its connections with the royal family.
Where it's been in, was it in the Alexander Centre before? Where was it stored?
The charters have been stored within the area for many years. They were first off in the police station, which was in Middle Row. They then were in the Alexander Centre when the Corporation of Faversham was founded in 1835, and then they went to Kent Archives for a while, but other than that they've always been within the purview of the town, and now they've returned.
Are we one of the oldest towns to have one of their original charters?
We have the biggest collection of medieval charters, it's believed, in the country. The earliest item we have is the receipt from 1295, but we've got quite a few charters that aren't on display that reconfirm our rights as a limb of a Cinque Port, and including charters that say we don't have to pay any tolls or dues to the Constable of Dover Castle, for example. All of those details are actually on the Faversham Charters and Magna Carta website. You can see copies of every charter that we have been able to locate. I won't say everyone that's been issued to the town, because we know there are a few more that we've been able to locate, and they're all highly done in both low and high res, so you can study them, and there is a little piece about each one. So not only can you come here to Faversham and actually see the real objects, you can also visit the website and you can study them from anywhere in the world.
Is this a permanent display now, or will the others come in now and again?
This is a permanent display, but we may in the future change some of the charters. We may loan some out in the future if necessary. We'll see. We've only opened today.
Yeah.
The town council will see how popular it is and how many visitors we get. And bear in mind, Faversham has 4 fantastic exhibitions and museums. The Fleur-de-Lis is obvious, but also you've got the Maison du Ostrich, the Kent Police Museum, now this. You've also got Chart Gunpowder Mill, or Gunpowder Works Country Park, and we are just so lucky to have them. Faversham has kept its history. There's over 470 listed buildings in the town, so always worth a visit. The other thing we have on display is 2 of the 3 maps from the 1620s of the oyster beds in Faversham area and in the Swale. They, again, phenomenal pieces of work, and we couldn't find room for all 3 of them.
The common horn. Now, did you manage to blow it when you was...
When I was elected as a councillor, I did manage to get a sound out of it. I won't say it was a very nice sound, but I got a sound out of it. Every councillor that's elected is given the opportunity, when they first become a councillor, to blow the common horn, or the moot horn as it's often called.
Well, one last question. The exhibition, is it advertised like countrywide now, or?
Yes, it's the website is live. The Facebook feeds are live. It's on Visit Swale, Visit Faversham, Visit Kent. It's part of Faversham's offering to people to come and see what we have here. And we just, those of us that live here, walk past fascinating buildings and see things like this frequently. Even if it is on the odd occasion, like in 2015, or when there was an open house on, the Magna Carta was available to see on a desk in the town hall. And we're just so lucky to have that length of history and to have documents that survived that long. Yeah, we're getting on for having documents here that are nearly 1,000 years old. It's only when you think of it like that, it just blows your brains out, really. It's just a fantastic place to visit, and we want as many people to come here and see this as possible.